AITA for not moving out of my property so that my golden child sister's family could move in? My 34F sister, 31F, was the first among 4 siblings to have a kid, 5F. My niece is incredibly spoiled by my sister, our parents and extended family, and my parents bend over backwards for my sister's requests, like canceling their anniversary trip because my sister asked to babysit while she goes on a girls' weekend. This spring, my boyfriend and rock in my life passed away. At the same time, I lost my job. I had a lot going on and moved back to my hometown. My parents own a rural property they used to rent out. The property had been empty for a while and fairly run down. My parents invited me to stay there, rent-free, told me it was my home for as long as I needed. I invested a lot of my time and money, found a remote gig, into getting the house fixed up. I also made friends with Ol, a Ukrainian refugee with a young daughter. Ol was struggling and I invited her to stay with me for a couple of months while she gets back on her feet. I could use company as well. She was very thankful but hasn't made a firm response yet as she's trying to make things work independently. My parents had no issue with this. Until recent drama. My brother-in-law had been working for a shady company which skirted regulations for profit. The law had caught up with the owner, who folded the company and left the country. I'll cut this short given the post-character limit. A few other things went down and my sister's family abruptly moved to our hometown, moving in with my parents. Almost immediately my parents and sister approached me to swap. I move in with our parents and sis and her family take my place. They said the house I lived in was too large for one person, and it'd be so much better for my niece to live on a beautiful property in nature. I didn't understand. My parents have 2 guest rooms, my sister BAL and the kid have their own bedrooms. I sure didn't at 5. My BAL is still loaded from his old job and could easily get them a place. 2, they are buying a flashy car. When I mentioned my work on the property, it was dismissed. When I reminded them about Ol, my parents were outraged I was still intent on helping someone else and their child and not my own sister and niece. They kept making out my sister's situation to be nearly as bad as Ol's. Eventually it came down to my parents saying, "You're living on our property, you'll do as we want." I said, "Well, you gave it to me and said this was my house as well, to be my home for as long as I needed. But if we want to talk in property terms and not family terms, evict me then." My parents are not evicting, but I receive daily calls and messages from them and extended family guilt tripping me and calling me in. For not giving up the more comfortable space to my sister, who is in such a difficult situation, and has a little child. Only my brothers see my side, but since they are young men in college their opinion means nothing to my family. I feel like I am taking crazy pills. AITA.
If you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button and comment down below your thoughts. Also don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this.